Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch, and today is Tuesday, July 22nd. If you're watching this video live, let me know if you can hear me. Oops, it looks like I'm a couple minutes late. Okay, I see a thumbs up. I think that means you can hear me, right? Let's see, I'm going to take that off here and put this up here for a second. I still don't, oh, there y'all are. Okay, so Erica, Chelsea, Lydia, Angie, Carol, Debbie. Okay, perfect. Good evening. How are y'all doing? Oh, there's a bunch of y'all here. Hi. I don't know why I didn't see your comments. I think they're just all coming across at the same time, right? Okay, is it as hot there as it is here? It is a scorcher. Okay, so I'm going to post the link for the live chick candy real quick. Here in the chat box. Okay, and now I'm going to go pin it to the top. If you're over on Facebook, I already gave y'all the link. I already shared the items that I'm giving away tonight, so I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, pin message. Okay, there we go. It's pinned to the top. Yeah, it's pinned to the top. Okay, so I'm going to show you the live prizes tonight. You do have to be present to win. So last week, sadly, I drew someone's name that wasn't here, and we had to draw another name. So you do have to be present to win the live prizes. Not the chick candy, but the live chick candy, okay? So I'm going to show you those prizes now. You're going to get to choose. Well, person number 1 and number 2 is going to get to choose. The third person, so sorry, you're going to get left with the leftovers, right? Okay, so the prizes for tonight is you can choose 2 packs of cardstock. So the choices are Basic Black, Pumpkin Pie, Garden Green, and Lost Lagoon. So you can choose paper, you can choose an embellishment, or you can choose a fabric, a drawstring bag. So the deal is you can choose one or the other. The other one will go back in the pool for next week, okay? So if someone chooses the kitty cats tonight, well then you'll see this one again next week, okay? So we're only gonna have you're only gonna get to choose from one of these, okay? And then the same thing here. You'll get 2 packs, and whatever 2 packs someone doesn't choose, you'll see them again next week. So winner number 1 gets to choose either a drawstring bag, cardstock, or an embellishment. Winner number 2 gets to choose, and then the third one, whatever's left over at the end. But I'm not giving away 2 fabric bags, okay? My sewing days are not as much. So, and I am going to be giving away a Halloween drawstring bag for the regular chick candy every week for the 12 weeks of Halloween. So did y'all see that? The 12 weeks of Halloween have returned, and we are starting today. Yay, I'm so excited. I didn't do them last year because the Halloween product did not start. No, Jean, Jen, it was not you. Not Jean, but Jen. No, Jen, it was not you. I still have the person's name here just because I feel terrible. But anywho, so this is our first project. Here it is right here. It opens up like this. This is a fold flat box, not bag. Fold flat box. So if we take out the loop, and then it folds like that, okay? So if you're having trouble, just remember these flaps, they kind of fold over each other, okay? Yeah, you can either fold them back like this or like that. So it's a fold flat box. And it will hold, this is a Madeline. I don't like the chocolate ones, but it will fit in there kind of cattywampus. Will it? Yeah. If you shove it in there. I love the regular ones. It'll hold 2 packs of gum. It'll hold Kit Kats. It'll hold M&Ms. Okay. So I gave you some ideas. I'll put these back in here just because it looks better when there's something in there. Okay. So here's the PDF. What am I forgetting to tell y'all? I don't know. Oh, the free shipping tomorrow. So before we get started, where did I put it? It shrank. Look how little it is. Woo. So starting tomorrow for 3 days only, free shipping. Now normally I say if you want me to help you get your order placed, give me a call. I'm actually going to be on the road tomorrow all day. I have to go pick up David. He had to take his dad to the emergency room. It's a very long story. I won't even bore you with it. But anyway, I have to go get him. Bring him back home. Let's see. Shipping. 12 weeks of Halloween. Okay, I think that's it. So we're ready to get started. Let's see. The materials. I'm like a chicken with its head cut off. My brain is going in 1,000 directions because I'm actually going to be on the road for like 8 hours tomorrow. So I'm all stressed out as if I'm not already behind on absolutely everything anyway. I will be back home tomorrow night. So, yeah, at some point I'll be home tomorrow night, but I won't be in any condition to place an order, but I will be here all day Thursday and Friday. So if anyone needs help, I'm here for you. Dolores says she has her order ready. Yay, that makes me happy. I kind of sort of do, but I've got some tweaking to do. So these are the 2 stamp sets that we're using. And the greeting is from the Fright Night. And of course, this darling image is from the Spooky Halloween. Okay. I did a little bit of stuff in advance just because I do have to try to wrap up this live video fairly quickly. I thought about actually doing a pre-recorded video again for this one. And that is one of the things I was going to tell y'all is that I may do some of the 12 weeks of Halloween as a pre-recorded. It just depends. Life is kind of crazy. Y'all already know all the health stuff. I'm looking for my mat. Here we go. Because this is a photopolymer stamp set. So you want to use your mat. So I may skip a Tuesday here or there to get the 12 weeks of Halloween done. I'll still have a video for you, but it may be pre-recorded. We'll see. I'm hoping for the best, but I don't know. It seems like life is still, it just gets crazier every single week. I just can't even believe it. Okay, so I'm going to use my Memento ink to ink up this cat. So you notice that we're stamping a cat tonight, and that was one of the drawstring bags. Okay, there she is. And then the broom. So the way we're going to do the broom is I'm using crushed curry and Memento, and I'm going to ink up the bottom of the broom with the crushed curry, and then the handle with Memento. Okay, and then the greeting. Yeah, so one Halloween project for 12 weeks. And I will tell you, I'm just giving you the warning now, there is no additional Halloween product in the holiday catalog that's going live. So if you want goodness gracious, look at that. That is terrible. If you want Halloween product, because I know what's going to happen is about week 6 or week 7, something may not be available anymore, kind of like the embellishments or whatever. Get your embellishments now. Get your designer series paper now, because there's going to be no new product. It's been a long time since I've messed up like that, right? Goodness gracious. Okay. I can tell it may happen again. What I'm going to have to do is trim my stamp. It's been a long time since I've had to trim an image. I got it. Yay. I think because of so this is red rubber, and you don't need the Stampin' Mat with the red rubber because it's already got that cushion. The photopolymer does not have the cushion, so you need the cushion. So that's a perfect example. You don't need it with this, but you need it with the photopolymer. Okay? That was a good lesson, right? Awesome. Okay, so Deb says she was waiting for the free shipping to get her Halloween stuff. So yes, put all the Halloween product on your list for tomorrow, because there is no new Halloween product coming. Now I went ahead and stamped and die cut these already in advance, because like I said, I do need to get out of here sooner rather than later. I do have a long drive tomorrow. Not looking forward to it, especially since I just made the trip on Sunday. But we do what we got to do, right? Okay, so I'm just using my trimmer to trim the Trick or Treat. There's that. And then we're going to cut that again with our scissors. Now let's color our images. So if you'll notice the little broom here, you put this back in here, the broom is colored, right? So I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends to color in that broom. This is Daffodil Delight, even though I used crushed curry ink. Stamp pad. Okay, we always talk about TV shows every week, and then of course after I talk about TV shows the whole time, I'm like, man, I could have been talking about the product. For example, I just used Daffodil Delight. But one thing we have to talk about tonight, I may actually get a little teary-eyed too, because oh my gosh, I cannot believe that AJ from The Resident drowned this past weekend. I told my sister, I'm like, I am devastated. He was such a nice, I always liked him on The Resident. I did not watch The Cosby Show. I didn't watch TV way back in those years. I always worked. Not that I don't work now, but yeah, so incredibly sad that he drowned. Gosh. And I just actually wrapped up that series because I'm a little late to the party. I like the girl Emily from Revenge. Revenge, that's the name of that show. I was trying to tell my sister, I'm like, Kim, did you watch The Resident? She's like, no. I'm like, well, that chick from, and I was like, her name's Emily. I don't know. What show was she in? I could not think of it to save my life. So now, okay, Kim, if you're watching, the Revenge. I'm using, what is this? Fresh Freesia. This is the dark. So I'm going to use the dark first and then the light. So for those of you that are not familiar with riptides, I'm going to take this moment to educate you, because you never know when someone might need the educating. If you're caught in a riptide like that, just roll over on your back and let it float you out, and eventually it will release you. So your instincts are to fight it. My uncle got caught in one once. Luckily he knew to let it to ride it out. And he was found miles down the coast, because that's how far it carried him. But if you just roll over and float on your back, although it's kind of hard to float on your back when you're being pulled, right? But yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, is let it just ride with it. And I say that, but I don't know that I could do that myself, because I kind of freak out. David will tell you that anytime something happens, my intuition is to yell his name really loud. My kids can tell you the same thing. Oh, I'm famous for freaking out. What can I say? But that's no laughing matter, right? Ugh. I think I saw on the news today too that Ozzy Osbourne died today, didn't he? And he had Parkinson's, which is so sad. He was the same age as my mama was when she passed, 76. Okay, what color is that? What am I doing? Uh-oh, I did those reverse color. That's okay. Ugh, what am I going to do? I messed up. I colored that the wrong color. There we go. I fixed it. Okay, I messed that up a little bit. So now the last color I'm going to use is Smoky Slate. Now you can use gray granite, smoky slate, whatever color you want. Yeah, I'm going to use Smoky Slate. And I'm going to do, let's see. This is challenging. I'm having a hard time seeing. My vision is really blurry today. Okay, what else? I think I'm going to use the light on everything else. I can always come back in here again and add more color. I think every week when I go live, I've got the sniffles. We're going to blame it on the heat, right? Okay. Okay, so the other thing is I have to share is that I always say hop over to my website and print your free PDF tomorrow, except I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it done. It just depends. You might actually have to come print it on Thursday. Yeah, so if you don't see it tomorrow, I'm so sorry. It will be available Thursday. As you can see, it's already primarily done, but I got to type the blog post and all of that. And I have not been feeling well. I told y'all that last week. I have zero energy. I mean, like zip. I do have some other health stuff going on, but I don't have any energy. I have, yeah, it's like I used to say, of all the things I miss my mind the most, you know, all the things you used to be able to remember. Now it's like, okay, I really miss all the energy that I used to have because I can hardly function. I am so tired. So I'm just trimming, and I'm intentionally making these not straight because they're not straight. So to try to make them straight, it's kind of impossible, right? So intentionally embrace the crookedness or the non-straight. And because it's going on top of white, it doesn't matter, right? I do not take vitamin B12. You're not the first person to tell me that. I really need, this is going to sound terrible. I hate to say it. I really think I need a new doctor. Just saying. I'm going to put it out there. I think I need a new doctor. Yeah. So, okay. We're going to make the box now. What am I doing? Simply Scored scoring tool. Yeah, my sister and I were talking about that because my mama used to get B12 injections every week. And I remember at one point, she actually started to give herself injections. I'm like, oh, that gives me the EBGBs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, here's my template. On the 10.5-inch side, we're going to score this at 1.5 and 1.5 and 4.5. So, wait a second. This is basic black. When you're using basic black, it's really nice if you rub it with a little bit of wax paper so that it's really easy to score. So 1.5 and 4.5. And you're going to do this on both sides. Okay, so 1.5 and 4.5. And then on the 7.5-inch side, you're going to score it at 3/4 and 2 1/4. And you're going to do that on both sides. So 3/4 and 2 1/4. Okay. No, it's not only for, so Cheryl wants to know, is the free shipping just for Halloween items? No, it's for everything except Paper Pumpkin. Yeah, so everything except Paper Pumpkin. So I'm going to fold on all those score lines, burnish with my bone folder. Your friend used to plan her housekeeping around B12. They work that great. Man, I need to call somebody tomorrow. I need an injection today. I really need, I know that my thyroid levels are okay because I just had blood work, which, by the way, look, I had there, and there. I had an MRI yesterday, and it took them 3 sticks to get me. Ugh! It was so painful. I actually yelped out loud all 3 times, but most especially this one. Ugh. What was I saying? I don't know. I'm saying I need a B12 injection right now. Today. Somebody. You know, it's like we need a manual on what to do with ourselves as we get older. Like there's books on what to expect when you're expecting, but then I always tell everyone, it's like, okay, they send you home with a baby, and then they won't let you drive a car, and they won't let you drive unless you take a test, but they'll send you home with a baby with no test, right? Well, the same thing with getting older. It's like, how are we supposed to know all this stuff, especially if you have a doctor that's probably already exhausted with all of her other patients and doesn't really want to tell you anything. I don't know. What do y'all think? Is there a manual for someone? Okay. A little bit more cutting. Okay. Remove that one. And then we got to remove this one. Okay, I was having a real pity party yesterday. Part of it was I was really tired. The test was taxing. I'd driven home on Sunday by myself. And so I was tired. I wasn't feeling well, kind of reacting to the contrast a little bit. And I was having myself a real pity party. I mean, like a serious pity party. You know, we all have those days, right? And the doorbell rang, and it was the mailman, and I had a package on my porch. And Barb, I don't know if you're watching this video. I think I told her in my email. I opened the door, and it was a package from one of my very dear customers. And what she sent me, I literally sat there and cried. Like, I could not believe it. It was like, wow, God works in mysterious ways. And at the very moment, and I've had this happen several times, like when you kind of reach a point where you're just like crying. But it was like, it was the craziest thing. I'm going to show you what she sent. But I was having myself a real pity party yesterday. And yeah. I got chill bumps. Like, it's still so amazing. Okay, I'm going to get my stamping mat again. I got a stylus, and I'm going to get my ruler here. And what you're going to do, if you look at my PDF here, I'm going to score from this point to this point on each of these corners, okay? So corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, corner 4, okay? So I'm going to score from this corner to this corner, and I'm just going to, it really helps if you use this, and then that's just going to fold, just like that, okay? So we're going to do the same thing here. Yeah, we won't even go with the weight thing, right? It's like, man, if only I knew in my 30s that I was actually really skinny, or that I was never going to get any skinnier. My sister and I laugh. It's like, man, we thought we were so overweight back then. If only we knew then what we know now. It's like, whew. That's okay. I got a good husband that loves me. He likes me just how I am. The last one. Okay, that one didn't quite go in the corner perfectly, but it's okay. So then now we're just going to fold those in like that. So this is what makes this where you can fold it flat. Okay, I'm going to have to fix this one because it's not going to work right. If it's not in the corner appropriately, then it's not going to work. Yeah, you could technically squeeze these, but I like using my stylus. Okay. Now, on here, I put adhesive on the end. Did I do that right? Yeah. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're going to put adhesive on the pieces that attach it so that it can fold flat, okay? I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal because it works really well. Ruh-roh. Well, that's okay because it's going to fold over. But I need to do this one here also. And then fold over. And then, so the hardest part is knowing where it's folding in. And then down here. And then fold over. So as you can see now, that's... Hey, I am totally going to ask about the B12 injections. I'm sure that I'm going to get told, oh, you don't need them. Is there a test I can take to determine if I need them? Because I would swear I need them, right? I think maybe they should just automatically offer those for those of us that are over 50. Okay, now, this front piece right here, we need to round that corner. So let me get this three-way corner punch. Okay. Oh yes, if you're watching this live, hey, wait a second. If you're watching it at any point, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Okay, so there's that one. And now this one's going to get attached here. And then the sides. This paper's really cute. So don't forget, order the Halloween paper tomorrow during the free shipping special. I almost wonder if it may, you know, get low inventory or sell out. Same thing with the embellishments and the ribbon. I don't know. Sales have not been that fantastic, so maybe nothing's selling out. I don't know. Okay. And then now for the lid. So I gave myself a little bit of cushion. This series will run until mid-October because it's one project a week. And I gave myself some cushion just in case something happened. That way, if I have to skip a week or whatever, I can. Okay, so there's our box. So we're gonna, the way to keep it closed is we're gonna put a Velcro dot here and here. This is the 3/8 inch, 3/8 Velcro dot. One's the fuzzy side and one's the pokey side. I don't know what I did to not have them line up. Okay. Now, let's see, will this box hold a chick stand? Yes, it will. Perfect. I needed something in there so that when I go to add this Velcro dot, that it, so absolutely crush my box. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yes, I think I already have the, I think I had them pulled. So let me get that. Let's see, Velcro, let's see. Here we go. Here's the Velcro dots. Copy and paste. There you go. Okay. Oh no, what happened to the other side? It didn't stick. Can we blame it on the really high humidity? We're going to leave it there for now. We'll check it after we're done with the project. Okay, so then this is going to go on top. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so tonight we're using the black Stampin' Dimensionals. So if you're ordering Halloween product tomorrow, get yourself these as well, because unlike the white ones, you just get one size in the white one. So you either order the mini or you order the regular. If you order the black ones, you get a combination of both. And we're going to be using the minis on the trick or treat. And hopefully I didn't trim these too small. Sometimes you got to angle them just right. I may have trimmed that one too thin. I might have to do some surgery. We'll see. So I'm actually attaching the greeting first. Let's see how they line up. Can y'all see the, nope, you can't see the dimensional. I was like, can you see it? And then we're going to add the bat with liquid glue. Or you can use a mini glue dot. Ruh-roh. Okay. So let me tell you what I have right now. I have a gazelle. Do you remember the Tony Little gazelle? So my doctor, no, not my main doctor, actually my chiropractor, I am using a gazelle, and then I'm also using the vibration mat. Have you guys seen the vibration mat? If you need a link to one, let me know. I started using that as well. Not for very long, because I have to build up my strength, right? But yeah, I've started using both the gazelle and the vibration mat. The vibration gets the blood flowing, gets your circulation. As we get older, see, that I do know. And then now for the embellishment. No, they will not get any more Halloween product if it sells out. Absolutely not. With sales the way that they are, there will be no restocking of it. Of that I am sure. Yeah. No, because it's such a short selling period. Yeah, there's not a lot of things I'm confident of, but that's one I am. Okay, there's that. I miss the days of how it used to be with ordering and product and what have you, but yeah. So one more step, and we're going to make a slight change. You can tell me which way you prefer it. On the original one, the ribbon is wrapped around the flap here, completely around it. But I'm like, well, wait a second. I think I could just tie a bow. Let's see. Okay, Angie, come on. There we go. Well, I don't know. I think I got to wrap it around it. Never mind about the change. Okay, my Velcro dot finally. So here's why. So I put the Velcro dot in the wrong spot, because if I wrap the ribbon around this now, well, that's okay. That'll be okay. Never mind. Just ignore me. I don't have any of my bracelets or anything on because I had to take them off for the MRI. I need David's help putting my bracelet back on. Do y'all's husbands have to help you? Okay, did I mess that up? Ugh. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I did. I twisted it. I knew something was going on. Okay. Let's try this again. Except this time I'm going to close it and then tie it. And that will make it so much easier. Third time's a charm. I know you're like, what is going on? What is she struggling with? Getting it in the perfect spot, right? This ribbon is pretty, and it's soft, so sometimes soft ribbon makes it, see, look, it's too loose. Okay. Grr. Did I rip my box? Maybe. It won't stay. It's because I'm trying to hurry. Well, actually, you wouldn't know that by watching me, right? It's super soft ribbon. Okay, that's good enough. I did rip my box a little bit. That's okay. With my aggressiveness. Oh, it looks good though. Now, let me raise this up. I want to cover up that spot that I accidentally ripped with the ribbon. Yeah, there we go. That looks good, right? So cute. Okay, don't need the glue dots because we wrapped it around there. Are you guys, let's see. Oh, I should have put a glue dot. You're right. Yeah, I should have. I should have. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do, oh goodness gracious, I've been live for 48 minutes. Goodness, it normally only takes me 30 minutes. Okay, so let me show, we're gonna do a little bit of housekeeping again really quickly. So tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, no, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, wait, yeah, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, free shipping. The winner for last week's Chick Candy is Kathy Parks. Kathy won those things on the screen right there, the dotted bag and all that other stuff. Kathy, fill out my claim form. I need your mailing address. You can use your smartphone, take a picture of that QR code, or you can use that link there. So that was our winner for last week. Now this week, so you have from today until next Monday, because I'll draw the winner on Tuesday, to fill out my form to enter to win. So it's this ghost drawstring bag. I'm going to give away a ghost bag for all 12 weeks. We have a combination of pink and green. So I've already cut the fabric for all. I actually did 13 of them just to be on the safe side. So this week it's going to include Stampin' Dimensionals, iridescent pearls, and mini glue dots. So all you have to do is fill out that form, and I will use random number generator to draw the winner. Kathy, I can't remember what Kathy's number was, but we had 71 entries for this last one. So only 71 people entered to win. So Kathy's name won. So there's that. And then now we're going to do the live prizes. So let me get those prizes out here. So a recap again on the live prizes. You have to be present to win. And winner number 1 will get to choose. So you either get to choose a drawstring bag, cardstock, or embellishments. You get to choose 2 packs of cardstock, 1 drawstring bag. Okay? Whatever bag that person doesn't choose, it will go back in the kitty for next Tuesday. Okay? So I'm going to go over and get the entries really quick, and I'm going to share my screen to I'm going to share my screen to draw the winner, right? I can't think straight. Okay, let me see how many entries we have. 204 people tonight entered to win. So I just need to download those entries. And today's date is 7/22. I'm almost done. I'm just copying them now. Okay, copy. Okay. And now I'm going to share my screen. Where is the screen? There it is. Okay. Can y'all see that? Turn the volume up. And here it goes. Kathy, congrats. So Kathy, we need to know which item you would like. Drawstring bag, cardstock, or embellishment. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. We're going to give her 3 minutes. So it's 7:53. We're going to give her 3 minutes to respond. So Kathy, do you want the drawstring bag, the embellishment, or the cardstock? And then once you choose, I'll ask you which item of, yeah. So congrats, Kathy. The free shipping's for 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. The minimum is $75. Yeah, if you order under $75, then Stephanie, are you doing okay? Hi, Maya. Kathy with a C. Kathy Barron. Oh, that's good to know that all's going to be well now. Okay, you guys let me know if you see Kathy's comment. She said the bag. Nope, wrong Kathy. So Kathy Smith was not the winner. It's Kathy Barron, Baron. Sorry, Kathy Smith. It's Baron is the last name. And hopefully I'm pronouncing it the right way. Yeah, it's Kathy Barron. So Kathy, you're saying that your name on YouTube is different? Oh. Okay, let me go. Okay, so I'm going to sort these by name and okay, so there is a Kathy Smith and there is a Kathy Barron, and so I'm looking at my list here, and Kathy Smith and Kathy Barron does not yeah, it's not the same person. It's not the same person. On the form, okay, so Kathy Barron lives in a different spot than Kathy Smith. Two completely different states. Yeah. I am reading the form. So, okay, so Kathy, on the form, it's two completely different addresses. Yeah, so okay, so Kathy, okay, so you entered two different addresses. Okay. Okay, so you entered twice and you have two different addresses? Because that's the thing that's confusing, like, because there's two different addresses and I don't want to reveal anybody's addresses, but it's two different states. So you're just saying that one of those addresses is not your address? Yeah, I'm just trying to confirm because I understand a double entry. So I get there is, so No, so Kathy, I just need you to confirm what state you live in because there's two different addresses. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to figure out. So Kathy Smith, which was the winner, does not live in the same state that a Kathy Barron. Um, Now I could go and see if the IP addresses are the same. Let's see. Okay. So no, it's two completely different. Well, your IP addresses are different as well. Um, um, okay, not a problem. So, just tell me which bag you want, Kathy. She has confirmed her address. Uh, so Kathy wants the bag. You just tell me which bag you want. So it's either the bird or the cats. And so those are out of the equation now. So we're going to pull back up the wheel of names. So that's a little indication for like next week. That's one of the reasons why I asked for y'all's address is so that I can confirm the winners, right? Okay, so let me share my screen again. Let me pull up this form. And, okay, here we go. Second winner. Congrats, Pam. You are our second winner. So which item would you like? Your choices are the embellishment or the cardstock. You get to choose two of the packs of cardstock if that's what you choose. I'm going to stop sharing my screen again. And we are going to look for Pam's. Okay. She said the birds. Perfect. Okay. So, birds. Hey, we have all tried to enter to win something more than once, right? So I completely understand. No flames, guys. It's paper crafting. Yeah, I'm not upset at all. I just want to make sure that I'm giving the gift to the right person, right? So I do ask one entry, but I completely understand. So no flames. It's all good. Okay, so Pam, we are looking for your comment. Which gift would you like? Do you want the cardstock or do you want the embellishment? The choices of paper. Oh, there you are. Okay, so do you want Lost Lagoon, Garden Green, Pumpkin Pie, or Basic Black? You get to choose two. And I'm going to set this aside and go ahead and draw the other winner because we're just going to wait and see. We're going to go ahead and draw the third winner for the embellishments. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm all confused now, right? Okay. Am I sharing my screen? I am not, but now I am. Okay. Final winner. Tony, congrats. Okay. Hopefully you want the embellishments. Now I need everyone's address. And Lost Lagoon and Garden Green. Good choices. Lost Lagoon and Garden Green. The days of me remembering stuff automatically are gone. So, yeah. I have to write everything down. I know I'm not the only one, right? So I was going to show y'all the gift that Barb sent me. And I know I have probably 100 cards and a couple care packages to share with y'all. Oh wait, let me put the claim form up here real quick. Let's see. Okay, so those of you that won, oh goodness gracious, what just happened? I need your address. And if y'all fill out the form, if somebody fills out the form, this happens literally every week, so that's why I'm saying it. I don't just randomly ship stuff to people without confirming. So you can fill out that form all day long. I do confirm the winners. It's pretty funny. I know some people do it by accident. But for the winners tonight, there's the link to the form. I do need your addresses. They will be getting shipped next week, not this week. Well, maybe on Friday. No promises. Family stuff. That's all I can say. Family stuff, right? Oh, so back to the gift that Barb sent me. I have never heard of such a thing, and I normally make y'all wait and see all the gifts at one time. But because it arrived at such a moment that I needed it, I just have to show y'all now because I actually want to use it. So I've never heard of such a thing, but I'm going to show it to y'all. Barb, I don't even know if you watch my live videos. I know you watch them afterwards, but here's the card she made me, which is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And one of my favorite colors, pool party. But she made me a prayer shawl. And I'd never heard of such a thing in my life ever. When I read the letter that she wrote to my sister today, she cried. And I'm like, see, I did the same thing. I cried yesterday. And then when I read it to my sister, I cried again. But it smells so good. Barb, I don't know what you did to make it smell so good, but so yeah, it's so awesome, isn't it? So I really want to learn how to crochet now because oh my gosh, what an amazing idea. A prayer shawl. I never heard of such a thing. But now I'm like, my sister and I were both like, oh, we need to learn just so we can make these. But look at every single, I can't believe she made this for me. That's just like, holy smokes, that is a lot of work. I don't even know how long it took, but I will cherish it forever. As y'all know, everything that y'all send me, I mean, I've got a little Volkswagen Bug behind me on the shelf over there. I don't know how long I've had it. I can't remember which one of y'all sent it to me. I've probably had it 10 years. I said on one of my live videos a long time ago that I always wanted a Bug, but I never got one. And one of y'all sent me a little toy Bug. It's so cute. I got lots of little gadgets, lots of little things like that y'all send me. Like, can't remember your name either, but I got the little button bear back there that one of y'all sent me. I do keep all the stuff and I cherish it. I just probably don't talk about it a lot, right? But yes, so have y'all heard of prayer shawl? So Lynn says when she was diagnosed with ovarian, you still have it 13 years later. Oh yeah, I will keep it forever. It is amazing. Yeah, amazing. And you know, a lot of the crochet and fabric back in the day, I couldn't even touch it because it was so scratchy. And that was one of the reasons why I never wanted to learn earlier how to crochet, is because I couldn't stand that itchy stuff. But this is so incredibly soft. Just like some of the items, like somebody else has sent me some crochet things. Oh, Vicki, you sent me the pumpkin things. Oh, I need to get those out because it's almost pumpkin time. And then I have that chicken back there behind me that someone sent me. And oh my gosh, that chicken is really soft too. So yarn has come a long ways for sure. It's a Jewish tradition. I did not know that. I love it, regardless of whose tradition it is. It's really awesome, right? I just love the idea of praying, as you make it and praying when you're done. It's such an amazing thing. Okay, so is there any last minute questions before I sign off? Like I said, I got a long drive tomorrow. Um, Not looking forward to it, but we do what we got to do, right? Yeah, so any last minute questions before I sign off? Don't forget the free shipping tomorrow. I will, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get the blog post done, or um, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get it done tomorrow before I leave. David wants me to get up like earlier than the chickens. And get on the road because it's going to be so incredibly hot tomorrow. So if I were to break down, it would be really dangerous. Not that I anticipate breaking down, but after hitting that deer last year, now we're like constantly terrified of something happening on the road. So, yeah, but any last minute questions? Remind you how to enter to win chick candy. Let me get you that link. Let's see. Here we go. Enter to win. I'm going to post the link right there in the chat box again. So it's a form right now. We're trying this out because it's just kind of nice to switch things up, right? So here's the link to win. You've got a whole week to enter to win. So there's the link. Yeah, there's the link. And I will, when I post this on my blog, I will recap the prize. Oh, I'm just going to pick up David from the lake house. His dad had to get taken he's been to the ER several times in the past week. Like literally. Yeah. The family doesn't really like for me to share all their stuff. Yeah, he has not been doing well. He couldn't do the chemo because his white blood cells were too low in his bone marrow, and then they tried the immuno, I can't say that word, therapy, and then that didn't go well. So, yeah. Let's see. I don't see any questions. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night. It's just I'm literally driving, and he's throwing his stuff in the 4Runner, and we're coming right back home. Yeah. He's got to get back. He's got a lot going on himself. So he feels bad because I just literally, yeah, I just got home Sunday night. And then, yeah. But we do what we have to do for family, right? Yeah. Okay, so blog post will either be tomorrow or Thursday, probably Thursday. And don't forget about the free shipping special. It's right here on the screen. Yeah, and if you have any questions, I will be checking my email again on Thursday. So I will be home tomorrow night, but I'll be toast. I'll probably be just playing a Hello Kitty on my iPad and watching TV. Do y'all do two things at once? I know that's a crazy question, right? We're women. All women do more than one thing at a time. My husband does not, though. I'm whispering that. Stephanie says that her mother used to make them. Wow, that is amazing. I can't believe it. I never heard of such a thing. Well, I have now. Now I got a bug. I got to find a local friend. I need a friend, a local friend. I want somebody to come hold my hand and show me how to crochet. Yeah. Okay, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Have a great week. Thank you.